What's up guys, this is James Watt giving you another Bitcoin market update. As always, I'm an engineer by profession with decades of experience studying market cycles, technical analysis, Elliott wave patterns, and historical price behavior. And as always, this is not financial advice. After carefully analyzing the latest Bitcoin chart, I'm currently seeing a higher probability that Bitcoin moves down in the short term rather than up. Here's why. Current probability outlook. 70% probability. Bitcoin moves lower. 30% probability. Bitcoin stages a short-term recovery rally. At the moment, Bitcoin has formed what appears to be a bear flag or rising wedge pattern after a violent sell-off. Historically, this kind of structure often signals that the market is simply taking a short breather before continuing lower. The biggest warning sign? Bitcoin recently broke below a major support zone near $67,000, and so far, buyers have failed to reclaim that level. In technical analysis, once support breaks, it often turns into resistance. Another concern is that price remains below the 200 EMA, showing that short-term momentum is currently controlled by sellers. I also compare the current structure to a previous Bitcoin breakdown earlier in the cycle, and the price action is looking eerily similar. Markets often repeat patterns because human psychology repeats patterns. My bearish scenario: 70% probability. If Bitcoin breaks below the $63,000 zone, I expect the next targets to be $61,000, $58,000, $54,000 to $55,000. This could complete what looks like a larger corrective move and potentially set up a better buying opportunity later. Bullish scenario: 30% probability. If Bitcoin can reclaim $65,500 and then push back above $67,000, the bearish setup weakens considerably. In that case, I would expect a move toward $70,000, possibly $72,000. From an Elliott wave perspective, what we may be seeing is Wave 1 down already completed. Current bounce is Wave 2 correction. Wave 3 down may be next, and Wave 3 is often the strongest move. Remember guys, markets move in cycles. Price action is never random. If you learn how to read patterns, understand probabilities, and manage risk, you position yourself ahead of the crowd.